Josh and David here for Drink Local Edition for Argonaut Wine and Liquor on Whiskey Wednesday. We've got a fun one coming up for you. Local beer and brand new local whiskey just hit, actually both of these items just hit the shelves today. So that's kind of fun. We'll just jump right in. So first we've got New Terrain Brewing out of Golden, Colorado. So we got, I think, 3 or 4 different beers from them today, all brand new, just hit the shelves. This is Golden Haze New England style IPA. So New England style IPAs are kind of all the rage. I certainly drink a lot of them. Usually that hazy kind of tropical fruity type of flavors with them, but
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the resiny IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely stopped drinking those, but since hazy's become more prominent, I've started drinking more of those.
Yeah, 6.6% ABV on this one, so a little bit higher than your typical beer.
Still crushable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
great.
good.
I mean, it's definitely got that bitterness on the end, but like a bright orange citrus up
I
front.
was gonna say like a grapefruit orange type citrus.
Yeah, I bet, my guess would be Citra hops in here somewhere. That's a very, very common one in this style of IPAs as well as several others. So that's an awesome beer. New Terrain Brewing, we just got a bunch of new beers in from them, so come on in and check those out. And then this just hit the shelves also from our friends at Block Distilling Company. So just up the road in Rhino. If you haven't been to their tasting room, it is awesome. Great cocktails, all their spirits are on there. They've really become famous for their gins. They do like each season, so spring, autumn, summer gins, and they're really, really cool. All different botanicals, different things going on, and they just started coming out with whiskeys.
And one thing they're proud of with their whiskey is they didn't source.
Mm-hmm.
They took their time and made their own stuff, and you can kind of tell because it's just unique and different. It's not MGP everything, and then they changed it a little bit.
Right.
So 3 years old, right? 2 years.
2 years old.
47.5%.
Yep. And on the nose, right off the bat, you just get this like really big explosion of like peach, stone fruit, dried apricot, really just like a very fruity nose with a little bit of maltiness in there.
I get that as well, but a little bit of like leather on that.
Yeah, definitely. I can see some of that too. That's awesome. I mean, the palate kind of follows. It's definitely got a little bit of that malty sweetness. You can definitely taste it's on the younger side, right? It's not super caramel, vanilla-y, anything like that, but definitely got some of those stone fruit notes, some of that peachiness, like a little bit of almost like a fruity sweetness as opposed to your normal caramels, vanillins, things like that.
And definitely something that's approachable price-wise. So a lot of these companies that start out new, it's like, really, you got a 3-year-old whiskey and you want $80 for it? This comes in, like mid-40s?
I think right around there. And then also what's kind of cool about this, one tidbit they shared with us is the barrels that they use are seasoned for up to 3 years, which what people don't know about the aging process is distillers now think that about 80 to 85% of the flavor in a whiskey actually comes from the wood of the barrel itself, right? Not necessarily from your mash, not necessarily from how long you age it, but from the barrel. And so what's cool about this is most wood that you turn into staves for barrels gets what's called seasoned, so laid outside to dry out for a year, and then turned into barrels. Some of like the highest end whiskeys in the world, so like your Michter's Celebration, they let their wood season for up to 8 years for that whiskey, which is pretty amazing. So for something like this, the wood to be seasoned for 3 whole years, what you're going to start getting out of these barrels as these whiskeys get older and older is going to be pretty special. So definitely a cool little tidbit, something they went for higher quality whiskey. And even young, it's got a lot more flavor than you would necessarily expect for a 2-year-old whiskey.
Like Josh said, maybe not today, but on a nice spring day, go down and check them out because it's a super fun space.
Yeah, really great tap room, a lot of fun. And then obviously it is Drink Local. That means it is the last Whiskey Wednesday of the month. So we're going to do our drawing for the opportunity to purchase our bottle of Old Fitz 19.
All right. Easy one, also one I've said before. Congratulations, Patrick Davies. Oh, awesome. Yeah, definitely a really good customer. We come across his name fairly often. But yeah, congrats, and give me about 30 minutes to get this order ready. Yeah, or you can come pick it up whenever.
Yeah, we'll have it ready for
the storm today. So
yeah, and then guys, download our app for information on releases, barrel picks, all those kinds of things. Make sure your push notifications are sent on for those. And then for now, come on down, give some local products a try, drink local. Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks again to Mile High Spirits for having us.